What's going on, YouTube? Yo, this whole process to getting ready for a show is kind of crazy. Um, just vetting right now. It's crazy because first of all, like, it's like you getting ready for a fight. Like, you get ready to step out there and go to war. I mean, I think all sports to some degree are like watered down versions of World War or whatever it is. And we're all putting our heart and soul, if this really means, it depends on how much it means to you. If it means a whole lot to you, you're putting every ounce of effort into this as much as possible. And it's kind of hard to just leave every stone unturned when you look at it from a certain aspect. Coming up this year, I've had I would consider a successful year so far. On the amateur level, went to the West Coast Classic, won my weight class, did fairly well, second in the overall, third place the USA's, and just coming off of being burnt out, so and it's a funny thing, these competitions that we get ready to go ahead and do on the national level or any show, you get there, and every step in that convention center or building that you're competing in is that step closer to where you're going to go to battle. And these battles, they start way before we even step on stage. Every day that we wake up, every single meal that we eat. And some days we wake up, we don't have the energy to do this. And somebody asked me the other day, they were like, well, how do you eat bland food, tilapia every single day, oatmeal, and only so much? You just feel like you're eating dirt. Somebody asked me how you do that. If I did that, I would have cheated a long time ago on my diet. And I have to be real and think about it. Do I have the finances? Can I financially afford to cheat? You got to think about it. It costs a lot of money to get ready for these shows. Money that we'll never ever see again. We spend money on tilapia, which is the amount of tilapia that I have to eat before the show, steaks and everything. It's expensive. At least $1,500 in food, if not more, 2 G's in food a month, maybe 3, who knows, depending on what your diet's like, your staple, whatever you're eating. And then, you turn around and you eat a pizza. You just lost $3,000 to a pizza? I mean, you just basically just dumbed down to $3,000 in a slice of a pizza, that food that you cheated, and that pizza just became like a $3,000 pizza. If you want to look at it like that, it's expensive to cheat on a diet. It's expensive to cut corners and not do cardio and do what you need to do. You're spending all this money, investing money into a gym membership, which we're paying money for that. Diet, we're paying money for that. Other things, we're paying money for those things. If you don't have sponsorships or don't have help and you start from ground zero, from scratch, even if you do have sponsors, I guarantee you're paying for something. Like, everybody out there is paying. That's all we doing is paying. And we're not going to see the money on the amateur level like that. It's very rare, or if you do, God bless you. If we cheat on a diet and just cut corners and do what we got to do, take the short route, it's going to show on stage. And is it really that worth it to cheat, to spend all that money and lose? You taking a loss, first of all. You spending like 5 G's getting ready for a show, or 2 G's if that, and that you'll never ever see again to do a subpar performance. If you're gonna spend money like that, you might as well go play golf or something, that you'll actually not suffer as much and you'll get more out of it than this. You have to, it's like a labor of love. You really have to love this bodybuilding thing to even do it. And we step in the convention center, the arena, wherever we're competing at, it's like going to war. We put on the war paint, put on the tan, everything else, to putting on these posing trunks, and then they tell you, yo, your group's up next, and then your heart's pumping and everything else, and you got to line up with everybody else. You turn around, everybody's got their coach with them and everything else, and there's people from all across the country, and you look around the room, and you're like, oh, that person looked like he can win. Oh, gosh, this guy looked like he can win too. And you stand around a bunch of people who've won in their states, several champions, and you pit it against them, and you're about to be compared for all your hard work. You can't hide up there. We're not wearing clothes or anything like that. They see right through you. That cheesecake you had last week, you could see that on stage. You could see how you start fading out, and you're not in the first call out or anything like that. You just start fading out. You don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like that. In this last couple weeks prepping for this show, I just came out of the process of being burnt out. I was burnt out, trying not to be injury free while lifting heavy too. It's rough right now. Going through this whole process is not easy for anybody. You know, praise be to God for anybody that does go through this whole process and does well. You know, it's just rough right now. You just have to pull through somehow and just push. It's almost like you pushing against a rock that'll never give, but someday, you know, you're gonna push it to where you're just gonna push past it and past that brink, and you're gonna do something that you would have never thought would have been possible. Get first place or turn pro, whatever level you're at, winning a show or placing top 3, you know. But I don't spend all that money to place top 3, place second place, third place, fifth place. You know, nobody trains to lose. You know, we all train to win. So that being said, it's a rough road. So anybody out there, if you're thinking about doing this whole bodybuilding thing, it's a lot. It's a lot that you put into it that you'll never see back. There's going to be long days. It's very selfish. The time away from loved ones and everything else, it's crazy. Even dieting does change me a little bit, I noticed. During this whole dieting process, I've been a little grumpy and everything like that. Just waking up weak as hell. And you just have to move, and you just know that you got a common goal that you have to do in a specific date, and you look at that date every single day on the calendar like, yo, alright, 2 weeks, you're counting down the days, and I mean, truthfully, I hate to say this, but it's almost like some days I wake up and I don't even care about that pro card. I just, that pizza's gonna be waiting for me after the show, you know. But at the same time, I gotta kind of condemn that way of thinking too, because that's what my body wants. Mentally, that's what I want. That's what I need to be refreshed mentally. But I can't go there right now. I know what I gotta do, and I'm not training for that right now. I'm training to get my money's worth that I put into this, and maybe give birth to plant the seeds to a pro card, hopefully. If I do happen to pull this thing off, you know, I'll be able to take a little bit more time off and grow. That's what I want. If not, take what, 9-7 months off and do the USAs again, and I'll have less time off. So do I want more time off? Yeah, to take a break from this, turn pro, take some time off so I can put some size on, or wait less time and then put another hardcore crack at this and see what I could do. So just my thoughts right now. Thought I'd get this little diary thing out there and post a little video. So hopefully everybody has a good week. Follow me on this journey. Hopefully we'll see what we can do. God bless.